We just have to find a way to do it.
The desire is good, but the reality is the total opposite of your desire. And unfortunately, as a young lady, you are not in the position of power to make the decisions to make America work. May I, as an audience of intelligent people, I would like to just take a moment to say to you that I really don't think you fully understand what has happened to these people that you look at as second class or inferior citizens in this nation. Black people who were brought to this country were stripped of their names, language, culture, religion, God, and taken totally away from the history of themselves. Here are 30 million people who don't wear their own names, they wear your names. Who don't speak their own language, they speak English, which is not their language. They never were allowed their own cultural expression of Africa. Don't you realize that when you turn a people upside down and inside out, then sell them not for a day, not for a year, but for 300 years, and deny us the human right to know, to read a book, to learn, to understand. And then after 300 years of that, you allow us into the church. But by that time, you've painted Jesus white, God white, the angels white. And then all these black people have been subjected to a form of white supremacy, which produces in the reverse a black inferiority. And this is fulfilling what Jesus said, as a man thinketh, so is he. And as long as our people think the way they think, we will never be able to do what we as a people should do to correct our condition.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodview Politics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother. And we are, or this is Hoodview Politics, where we aim to wake you up, goddammit. I always wanted to say that. But welcome to Hoodview Politics. And look, if you're not checking us out on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, and everywhere else we are, what's wrong with y'all?
Let's get it.
Yeah, check us out. And don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and go to Facebook and join the Hoodview Politics community. Hey, and you can become one of our hoodies. You dig what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Dig what I'm saying?
For hoodies in the spot. Appreciate all the hoodies for subscribing, leaving messages. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Right on.
Now, you know what we do. If you're new here, appreciate you a whole lot. If you've been here before, you already know what to expect. You know what I'm saying, dog? We chasing black maggots all over the internet. You know? What's going on with you, player?
Oh, ain't shit. Everything but the right thing sometimes, but gotta keep on pushing.
Yeah, that's how it works.
People out here crazy.
Now, we got a lot going on. We got motherfucking black unemployment rate has dropped to a nice low It's not our fault. We ain't write this. You know what I'm saying? We got the Baltimore mayor. My bad.
Former mayor.
Baltimore DA is going through a lot of shit right now.
Her damn fault too.
Let's not forget, she was the one that brought up the motherfucking first case of the cops beating motherfuckers too.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
That was one thing she did right with the Freddie Gray situation. But after that, it was all downhill for her crooked ass and her husband.
And then you know for a fact, we're gonna get into the Trump trials and tribulations, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now, first of all, Black MAGAs, you need information, my boys and girls.
Fuck Black MAGA.
In history, the black unemployment rate, the lowest it ever been in history, was under Biden. I ain't do nothing. I ain't say nothing. I didn't write this. My man here didn't write it. It's just the facts. The lowest unemployment rate for the black culture in history. And then we talk about now, it just dropped 1% now. It's just dropping. So I need to know from Black MAGAs, what is your argument again about this border shit? Border shit ain't got to do with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with these fools? They be using these talking points, man, from the Trumpster, the orange demon that's going through trials and tribulations as we speak. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Something like that.
Now, far as this motherfucker Trump trial, right? It's a lot going on there. First of all, I need everybody to understand it's not about his motherfucking whore, stripper, porn star. That's not even what it's about. It's about falsifying business documents, right? Falsifying them joints because he moving money around to pay the bitch. It's just that fucking simple, right?
Something
Now,
like that.
it's so many people that go straight to jail for fucking around with money around like this in the campaign. Literally, you just go to jail. 15, 20 years for this shit. So I need Black MAGAs, I need the MAGA generation to know that it is a huge possibility that your Orange Demon King can be locked up literally for the shit he done, bro. Now, right now, y'all floating around just thinking, oh, nah, that's Biden appointees and all this bullshit. When in reality, seriousness is going on in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying, Dad? So you, as Black MAGAs, need to pay attention to what's going on, bro. Because if you want to put up the facts of Joe Biden, the facts of Donald Trump, it's no comparison on what the black culture benefits from, right? It's just not even a debate. We didn't write the script. It is what it is. We telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying, Dad?
Yeah, something like
It's not our fault. Biden himself has done so much for the black culture. Like I told my man the other day that I'm not just a motherfucking Democrat leaning motherfucker, that I fucks with Biden now because he done so much for the black culture and America in general. That's not my fault. I didn't write the script. That's what's happening, bro. You can't go back and look at anything he has done in his last 3 years. He already done more in 3 years than Donald Trump, right? And that's the key point. Do you want things done in your America as you live it, as a black man? Do you want things just done? Or you want shit just lingering around, people arguing about shit? For example, the border. It was a bill ready to pass. Just like they did this motherfucking Gaza shit. Real quick. Y'all gotta know these bills can pass quick if they need it, if you want them to pass. Gaza, ASAP. Straight through on the table, slide. Right? So you gotta pay attention to this shit. Because when you get looking at two people running for president, it's only 50-50. It's basically a 50-50 opportunity right here for anybody. And we saw last time the main man tried to steal his shit. Literally fake electors and all types of shit, bro. What if he would have won? We would have never known that all this shit would happen when he tried to steal it, bro. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah,
Like all the shit he did, we would have never known, bro. If he would have won, we'd have never known he did all this. And that's the crazy shit about this, bro. That he did so much to steal an election that if he would have won, he would have got away with all that shit, because once he president, nothing would have mattered. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? He would have just got it clean away with this shit. It's the wildest shit, bro. So I'm at the point where we got to figure out as a black culture, right? What's best for us, right? This is that simple, right? It come down to motherfucking, it's not even the fact that Trump is a fucking racist. Like it's come down to what do they want to do? And if Trump be in office right now, we already see it. Restrict rights all over the place. Black women, white women, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's easily going back to the civil rights bill. Let's undo that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are we doing as America? Do we want to just go back and undo all the fight that happened in this country? For somebody to go back and just undo it, because now you got the generation that's benefited from the fight from this culture. They benefiting from MLK going to jail. They benefiting from motherfuckers saying, no, I'm sitting in front of the bus. They benefited from that in 2024. So it's easy for them to look back and say, what white man do for me? They ain't stopped me from doing nothing. You feel me? It's easy to do that now because the ground has been set for you and my son, who is 12, 10 years from now, to have a better life than a black man did in the 60s, 50s, and 40s, because people laid down their lives for you to be like this now. And that's why me and Tony got a problem with misleaders and MAGAs for that reason alone. Because you is saying, fuck it. After they did all that fighting, I get to sit here and sit pretty. Fuck them. I'm going to vote with the motherfuckers that suppressed us. I'm going to help them reverse everything because I'm living good now. They don't have a chance to feel that thunder. You know what I'm saying, dog? That white motherfuckers just saying, fuck you. No job for you. No banking for you. No shit for you. Whites only. They're not used to that. They're not used to motherfuckers, police jumping out and just fucking you up because you black. If you 20, 24 now, you don't know nothing about none of that. You living the life that fuck everybody else fought for.
Some motherfuckers 50, 34, 54, 44, 64, 74, and still don't know what the fuck going on. You got a bunch of people out here. How I'm gonna say this. You got a bunch of dumb motherfuckers out here that want to go against the grain, just to go against the grain. And you just because it sound good or it sound good in your head. When you're not realizing what the fuck is really going on. My man Jarrell say, so his whole career, Biden has done something for you. Okay. Let's see. We just went over week before last. No, the show before last. The Violence Against Women's Act, which he wrote. He wrote the Senate version. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody please get me right if I'm wrong. When it comes to women, white women, black women, Hispanic women, and all women, you can put all other women together, and black women still are the victims of domestic violence more than all other groups of women put together. So let me see. And let's get one thing straight. I think that it is very few black people, black men in particular, and black people that you know who their mother, sisters, aunts, the woman across the street, the woman next door, you know somebody that's been a victim of domestic violence. Okay, that's one thing. Now, let's move on to something else. Let's move on to something recent. Student loan debt forgiveness. Now, while Trump and all your GOP Republican buddies or the people y'all look up to was getting all of these PPP loans during COVID that they were supposed to pay back and wasn't paying back, they got a problem. They got a problem with student loan forgiveness, which, let me see, is holding people back from buying homes, buying cars, just doing all kinds of shit, just having money to spend on entertainment. Let me see. That means that money that was forgiven, where is this going? It's going right back into the economy. It's going right back into the economy. This robust economy, which under this president, somebody get me right if I'm wrong, has come back from COVID and is doing better than every other country in the world. Let me see. So I mean,
and it's funny that motherfuckers, when you say Trump lost more jobs than any president in history, they throw in the fact that he was in a pandemic, forgetting the fact that Biden was in a pandemic too.
Oh, wait.
For 2 years, he was in a pandemic. The reason was he ended it.
No.
Like, that's the difference, motherfucker.
No. This is what they're forgetting more than anything else. True. It was a worldwide pandemic. Who mishandled the pandemic?
That's what I'm saying.
It
ain't like he was the only president in the pandemic.
Right, but who mishandled the pandemic and made the situation worse than what it was and what it should have been? Because he denied, he didn't claim, he didn't believe. He wanted to call it the Kung flu, the Chinese virus. It's a hoax and all this other shit. He the one that didn't take the pandemic seriously and take COVID seriously and made it so that the whole country ended up being on lockdown. So if he lost the fucking job, if he lost jobs under his presidency, which he was already doing before the pandemic, somebody get me right if I'm wrong. And so due to his own stupidity, he became the president that lost more jobs than anybody.
That's the point people don't understand.
See, that's
it's not. You can say it's a pandemic all you want, but key point is, did he exacerbate the problem?
Yes, he did,
and made it worse than what it was. That's what the fuck he did. And so, any way you look at it, he didn't produce as many jobs as most presidents. He lost more jobs than most presidents. Even Biden came in, though. You can't forget that he was in a pandemic, but he passed it on because he lost to motherfucker Biden. Was in a pandemic as he came in. So that's the problem.
When you had one president who didn't believe nothing Dr. Fauci told him, Even when he caught COVID, it still didn't change his mind to say, damn, something got to be done. He was doing his best to try to get rid of Fauci, Dr. Birx, and all these other people that was telling, man, you got to take this shit serious. This is what you have to do. No, we don't want to shut the country down. It'll fuck the economy up. You was fucking the economy up anyway.
No, it's
you
the MAGA.
Shutting it.
The MAGA was America first. So you can't tell me nothing, and you can't tell me to take vaccines and all that shit.
All that shit. Oh, I'm gonna get to
That's the problem right there. It's like it's a wing. That's why I don't think Republican Party should even exist right now, because they don't want to do anything for America. I don't give a fuck if you MAGA or you're Republican. You can't deny the fact that these motherfuckers don't want to do anything.
I told you.
Whatever it is, they can find some reason why they don't want to do it. If unless it's a tax cut, and that's the dumbest shit, bro. Either a tax cut. Tell me if they want to do some gay shit or some motherfucking abortion shit. It's ASAP. The bills are passed fast and in a hurry. Anything else, they want to block, delay. They don't want nothing to happen. You got a motherfucking administration that's trying to pass a lot of shit that they block. The border. You cry about the fucking border all the time. You got motherfuckers like Florida governor driving motherfuckers all over this America, dropping people off, and the whole time it was a bill up to take care of the border, and Trump told Republicans not to fucking vote for it.
Yep.
So that's where we at now. It would have been taken care of. This is the problem with America, bruh. We need shit taken care of. You got a party that just, I don't know what the fuck they want to do. They don't want to do shit. And they want to listen to this clown that's running for president. And he wants everything to do it his way and say, fuck it. We don't want to give Biden no win on no immigration. Give me the bill. Wait to see if I be president and I get the bill. I get to sign it. And then y'all can love and me and suck my dick. That's the bullshit. Instead of taking care of a problem that you say is a problem, Republicans, you drove everybody around the country telling us it's a fucking problem and dropping them off in everybody's state. But when it's time to take care of this shit, you want to listen to this motherfucker that's running for president and say, nah, I need that win for me. Y'all sound dumb now, bruh. It can't be that serious at all.
Hey, I'm looking here at this comment. I don't give people credit for fixing or solving the problem they created. Stop overlooking the shit he did. It's great he trying to put a dent in the mess he made. What fucking mess did he make? What mess did he fix that he didn't inherit? Let's go back. We're gonna go back. You had 8 years of Ronald Reagan. You had 8 years of Ronald Reagan, 4 years of Bush. That was 12 years of Republican GOP administration. What did you have out of it? Crime was off the hook. You had the crack epidemic. The economy was in the toilet. The national debt was the highest it's ever been at the time. You had all of this until a Democratic president came into office named Bill Clinton and fixed all of that shit. Fixed the whole mess that was left by 12 years of Republican administration. When Bill Clinton left office, we had something in this country we had in generations. We had a surplus. We wasn't in debt. We had a surplus. For as much as the Republicans tried to impeach that man, they dragged him through the mud. They did this, that, and the third. When he left office, he left this economy in this country in a much better shape than the motherfucking 12 years of Reagan and Bush. What happened? Bush, the second Bush, W got in office. What did he do? Instead of taking that surplus and investing it in this country, invested in infrastructure, invested in the people, in jobs, and whatever you could think of. What did he do? He gave a tax break to the rich. When the rich didn't do a fucking thing, it wasn't the rich who got this country out of the debt it was in at the time. It was the rich who got us into it until Clinton got us out of it. What did Bush do? Bush got us right back into debt again until, that was 8 years of another Bush, until Barack Obama got into office. What did he do? Fix all the shit. He spent his first term fixing all the shit that Bush fucked up. Oh, and gave the country a little thing called Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, if you will. Okay, let's move it along. You had this last Republican jackass, Donald Trump, went in. Everything that Obama spent 8 years fixing and left us in good shape. Unemployment was steady going down every month. The economy was back on track. You had universal health care that the Republicans said was going to drive this country broke. It was going to fuck the country up. It was working. And so many other things. And what happened? He got in there. Another tax break for the rich. Doing all this other crazy shit. And what happened? What they conveniently always leave off is Trump added. And if you don't believe me, look it up. Trump added $7 billion to the debt. He added more debt to this country in the tune of $7 billion than every other president combined. What happened? You got Joe Biden. Joe Biden comes in, has to fix what he fucked up in only 4 years. Economy's doing good. Unemployment is down amongst all demographics. Oh, and a little other thing. You just had 27 months of unemployment under 4%, which ties a record. So next month, if unemployment is under 4%, guess what? Joe Biden breaks the record. So what is you talking about? What mess did he make that he didn't inherit, that he had to clean up? And got an infrastructure bill, got Chips and Science Act. Oh, all of them right-wing judges that Trump put on the court, on the lower courts. Oh, he's in the process of fixing that. He put more black women on the court than anybody. Come on. People want to go against the grain just to go against the grain because it makes them sound smart, or it makes them sound like they know what they're talking about. Wrong. Come on. And if you don't believe me, these are facts. What I just that long soliloquy that I just gave you is facts. You don't believe me? Check it out. And if I'm wrong, you are welcome. I just kicked the door down. I kicked the door off the hinges when I came in here. The door is wide open. Come on in. We'll leave the light on for you.
My thing is, when you say the pass of Biden, right? Well, we be on the pass of Trump. What pass are we talking about? We already Black MAGA already disagree with us with the motherfucking crime bill. So you already disagree.
Right.
Because there's so much in that joint that y'all don't even know what the fuck was in it.
Right.
As far as protecting women and all types of shit in that joint.
We don't get into that.
Y'all ain't got no clue what the fuck was in it. So
y'all
just arguing about bullshit. And then on top of that, all the laws that y'all want to fucking dispute and fucking act like it was a big, huge problem. A nigga like me that was in it is telling us not. And that's the problem that we got. And these motherfuckers that's talking that shit didn't take the step to go into the war. So they want to step aside and then talk shit. That's the problem.
And let me school y'all on something real quick. And if you don't believe me, because I did the research, I got the facts. I looked the facts up. And one of these shows, we're going to go over the 94 crime bill.
There's so much in that bill. They don't even know what the fuck in it.
The things that they talking about that cause mass incarceration. That wasn't because of the 94 crime bill. That was because of the shit that Ronald Reagan passed. The shit that caused the prisons to be overcrowded and black people in particular, because the law was aimed that the Reagan passed was basically aimed at not kingpins and shit like that. It was aimed at lower level and street level dealers. So that's how you ended up with mass incarceration. It wasn't what was in the 94 crime bill. It was what came in the crime bill before that, which was put out by Ronald Reagan and the Republicans. If you don't believe me, I'll bring the facts, or you look up the facts and come on in and talk to me. Get me right if I'm wrong.
Not even that. Like in the 90s, I had to get locked up at least 30, 40 times. And I'm gonna tell you, every time I'm in there, it was overcrowded. It's like 70 motherfuckers in there, bro. And nobody that's getting locked up today. It's so many people in there that you sitting on floors and you doing all that. That's not even happening today. So I'm gonna tell you right now, it was completely overcrowded. For the fact there was more drugs, there was more illegal shit happening out there. It was more black people out there engaged in illegal shit because that was the way to make money as a poor person, period. So you had a lot of black people and a lot of people getting siphoned into the fucking system. Right. Sitting in the jail system itself, sitting in these cells, it's a lot. It's just people just getting pushed in. Yeah. Literally, you're getting picked up off the street and just put in the system. Now, eventually, you're gonna need more cells for these motherfuckers.
That's how you ended up getting.
But everybody understand that that's not no Bill Clinton thing. When you do these bills, Republicans got their say so too in some of this shit.
Right.
They put this fucking prison shit in there. That was their thing. They want to add more prisons, even though at the time it didn't seem like that was something they could take advantage of. You needed that because it was overcrowding in the prison system. Literally, because I was sitting in them motherfuckers. Literally. So you had to find some way to alleviate the motherfucker, the overcrowdedness. Period. There's just so many people in the jail system itself. So you had to do that.
Look, I'm gonna explain it to you like this.
But that wasn't a bill that wasn't put in the bill by Democrats. That was put in the bill by Republicans.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get y'all all right where y'all wrong.
That's the ridiculous part.
And
most of these MAGAs don't know what actually they fucking talking about.
They don't. Bro. And I'm going to explain it to you where you don't know what you're talking about. Which what you were saying is correct. Now, I will explain this to you because I never hide the fact. Yes, I did a bit. I did a bit starting in 92, before the motherfucking 94 crime bill was even thought of. I was in 92, and I wasn't in the county. I was in the county for a minute. County was so fucking crowded. They had not only the cells was full, they had the whole floors with the floors in the units had bunks on them. They had bunks on the walkways. They had people housed in the gym. That was in county. I went down the road I was in the system in 92. The system was overcrowded as hell. Now this was before the 92 crime bill. I mean 94 crime bill. And it wasn't only crowded in Maryland. It was crowded everywhere. So look, people like to practice what I call selective amnesia. You want to forget certain shit. You want to push out talking points and narratives that'll make your case. But if you're going to make the case, put it all in. Prison crowding, prison overcrowding, and black men going to jail did not start in 1994. It started in 88. It started in 88 when the crack epidemic was right then. If it wasn't at its highest, it was at its highest. And them bills that cause prison overcrowding and young black men to get more time than they should have because they targeted the laws that Ronald Reagan signed that caused it were targeted at young black men who was street level and at best mid-level dealers. It wasn't targeted at the cartels. It wasn't targeted at kingpins. It was targeted at young black men who was on the streets. Because where did you go to get crack at the time? It wasn't cell phones then. Cell phones was just becoming a new thing. You couldn't call the motherfucker up and say, I'm coming to get it. They was on the corners. And who was on the corners? Who's on the corners in the cities? It was young black men. That's who the motherfucking bill, the 88 bill was targeted. If you don't believe me, do your own fucking research. And you'll find out that I'm right as usual. But don't sit here and practice selective amnesia. You want to forget what you don't want heard, and then you want to spit out fucking talking points. You're not telling me about the system. I was in the system in 92. I was in the system in 91. I know. I'm not telling you nothing nobody told me. Nobody got to tell me shit. I'm telling you what I know, what I seen, what I experienced. All the motherfucking jails. All the fucking jails was overcrowded. And it was overcrowded because of something that was there before 94. And 94 became motherfucking necessary, even though a lot of people don't like it. And let's get one thing straight. When the 94 crime bill came up, over 50% of black Americans supported it. The black caucus in the Senate, House of Senate, in the House. That's what the caucus is.
It's irrelevant. You had Jesse Jackson, you had Al Sharpton, you had everybody. Bro,
come on, something had to be done.
Look back and be a person that didn't live those situations and be like, that person bad, that was fucked up. No,
right?
Because you wasn't there, bro. It's
right.
Real fucking simple. If you're 35 and over and you talking like you ain't got no sense, you bullshit. You're lying. You're a misleader, bro. It's right. Real fucking simple.
And I want to say one other thing. And y'all can welcome to get me right if I'm wrong. If you are going to try and blame Biden for fentanyl, which fentanyl was a problem before Biden. If you're going to try to blame Biden for fentanyl, you have to blame crack on Ronald Reagan.
First of all, this is two different things. What people got to understand. We talking about a world where 15, 16-year-olds was going. Nigga, yeah. I was driving to fucking high school, bruh. We was driving to school and shit we brought off the fucking lot. Literally. That shit is not going on now. Period. And it wasn't just one high schooler. It was all of us going. All of us were going to school in cars we brought. My little brother, literally. You cannot. This is not happening now. Period. My little brother, God that money is not happening right now. Right. Period.
My little brother, God rest his soul, was driving to middle school in a 280Z. A year later, I watched him do it. Matter of fact, shouldn't tell my business. I helped him do it. I watched him and helped him hustle a whole fucking weekend. And that's all it took. It took him 2 days. It took him 2 days to get up the money, to go to a lot, throw the money in the man's face, simple shit, and drive off in a 300ZX.
Oh, that was the favorite joint. People gotta understand, bro. It was that simple. We wasn't even 20 years old yet. We was literally going on lots, getting cars all alike to ride around, to look alike.
Wait a minute, Jarrell.
Literally, bro.
Wait a minute, Jarrell. I didn't say we were the only ones slinging shit. Now, what I said.
Hold on, stop. At the time, and we talking about the 90s, we were dominating, slinging crack. We were the black culture that was ahead of anything. We were slinging weed. that's illegal, that's legal now, motherfuckers. We was ahead of our fucking time on that. Selling weed, something that white people and corporations selling the fuck today. I went to jail numerous of times for. Literally. We had to run. I got tackled. I got just shit beat out of me for weed. Mm-hmm. Now, white motherfuckers, suburban women selling shit to you. And it's fucking legal.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
What I'm
We was suffering the whole time, and we was inventing ways to make money, period. Out the gutter. Shit, the ways that white motherfuckers are actually doing today. But it was so bad then. That's why I ain't a motherfucker that shy away to telling you I sold dope. Because I don't see it as that fucking bad. And obviously, I'm right. Because white motherfuckers sell it to you now. Corporate wise. That's the problem we got now. There's a disconnection. Or understanding what happened during those times, bruh. Yeah, they don't get the whole matter of it. And if you faking like you don't understand the situation, you're bullshitting. You're a misleader. It's real simple.
What I'm saying here. Let me explain what I'm saying here. And you can go back and rewind this. What I said.
How is it selling weed for a fucking suburban white bitch now? Is it instructions for the white community? Answer that fucking question. Because I was told I was a menace to society, bro.
Menace.
I was literally labeled a menace to society for selling weed and coke. You got white motherfuckers selling now. Are they a menace to society? Answer that fucking question, Rail. That's the problem you got.
Now, let me explain this. What I said. What I said was the 88, I believe it was the 88 crime bill signed by Ronald Reagan. It targeted mid-level and street-level dealers, which was predominantly black at the time, because the hoods was full of the shit. That was true. What I also said was the bill did not target high-level dealers, kingpins, and the cartels. It didn't target them. It targeted the young black men who was mid to lower level and street level dealers. I didn't say we was the only ones. We was the only ones slinging. But if you look at the news and you look at the shit that they push, you would think we was the only ones that was slinging. But the crime bill that led to mass incarceration, it did not target the high level, the kingpin, the high level, or somebody on the kingpin, the distribution, the cartel level. It did not target them. And we know that level, they predominantly not white. I mean, not black. They're predominantly not black. Because, let me see.
Now, that's where I totally disagree, right? Now, again, I'm in the streets. I was in this war on drugs, period. And I feel like it's the individuals. Like when you write a bill for law, period, like that, you got precincts all over the country filled with redneck. We done found out when Trump ran that they all in there. We've been telling you as the black culture that they there. Everybody, black people been telling you the motherfuckers pulling them over as racist for centuries now. We ain't finding out till Trump ran that all these motherfuckers, cops, motherfucking firefighters, all these motherfuckers are redneck racists. And we live in it. This is how black people live. So it ain't new to us for people being racist. It's just that when Trump ran, all these people comes out and let you know everything we've been saying is true. Period. As a black culture, we struggled. We found a way to make money. And I'm a pure example of it. We found our way to do it. The culture itself, white people itself, did not like it. Period. Even though it was so much motherfucking carnage in the 90s, something had to happen. even though I was in it, I know this whole thing was wrong because people was taking advantage of it. Police and some motherfuckers shooting people over the drugs. Most people wasn't doing that. 80% of the motherfuckers selling coke or weed was not shooting people, bruh. They was just selling the shit for a living. Period. You had some motherfuckers shooting people. Literally. For the coke, for the money. Stealing shit, robbing people. That's what happened. That's how the streets was. That's what the streets in the 90s. Stealing and robbing motherfuckers. A motherfucker actually selling coke or weed wasn't actually a bad motherfucker. That's why I always say that's why you see at the end of this motherfucker, you see on my title, ex-drug dealer, because I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you straight up what the fuck I did. Because I don't even see it as that fucking bad. When you got my motherfuckers doing it now. Corporate wise. The same shit I was getting fucked up and chased around the block for. So Rail can't tell me nothing about the crime bill. I'm inside out of that bitch. DC labeled me as a menace to society. I was banned from my fucking city, bruh. Imagine being banned from DC. You never lived that. I couldn't come in DC. Place where I lived and was raised and born. They banned me for the shit that white motherfuckers doing now, corporate wise, motherfucker. So don't tell me about that shit, bruh. It ain't the motherfucking bill, it's the people. They sent rednecks down here in black neighborhoods who had their own emotional feelings about black people. And when they see a nigga like me, 17 with a motherfucking Q45, they ain't liking that. They want to fuck us up, and they did. That has nothing to do with the fucking bill. That was emotional people taking the fucking bill and doing what they want. The police precincts making motherfucking jump outs. That wasn't in the bill. A van full of police, unmarked, no fucking badges, jumping the fuck out, fucking me and him up. Was that in the fucking bill? That's what in the bill. These are people taking it to another extent. Rednecks from precincts coming in black districts. They don't know where the fuck they coming at, but they already have a bias. That's where that shit came from. That has nothing to do with the bill. The bill was set there to stop motherfuckers with automatic weapons, to stop motherfuckers selling drugs, killing people, trafficking drugs, and beating women. That's what that bill was about. Whether you matters know or not, read it up, motherfucker.
Look, you say you don't own no boats or planes, dude. You were a pawn for a problem they created and trying to fix now.
We're still talking about boats. That was Reagan. That was the motherfucking Republican Party that brought that shit over here on boats, nigga. If you got a problem, that's the problem.
Hold on.
You want to talk about boats?
Hold on.
That was Reagan.
Let's get. I'm about to school you on something, dude. Ronald Reagan got into office in 1980. For like the first couple of years in this part of the country, and in this city in particular, in this area in particular, what we now call the DMV, it was a PCP epidemic, and that shit was terrible. Crack came and wiped PCP out. Now this shit came in the first. Crack was introduced in the first term of Ronald Reagan. His second term began in 84.
Listen up, black MAGAs and foolish ass Republican black fools.
His crack was introduced during the first term of Ronald Reagan. So you had the second term of Ronald Reagan, which is 84 to 88. Then you had 4 more years of George Bush, which is 88 to 92. In all of these years, the crime bills that they passed, they only targeted young black men. Now, you can say what you want about, oh, you said we was the only ones slinging it. Okay. You can say that because we was the predominant ones that were slinging it, and we was the ones that were shown slinging it. Just like you say, we don't have no boats, no planes, and
we was the
none
smart
of that,
motherfuckers. We was
none of
ahead
that
of our time
to bring that shit over.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
That is true.
We was ahead of our time,
and that is my
bro.
point. That is my point. It is people on another level that crime bill didn't target. That was bringing it over. That was allowing it to come over. And this, that, and the third. And I also will give you this. When it was put out on the news every night, it was put in the news, it was put in the movies, it was put in the newspapers, and all of that. We don't own that either. And what did they do? And what did I say a couple of weeks ago? Everything that's bad or fucked up and ain't good for the black people, it ain't pushed by us. It is pushed by them. And yes, we are pawns in the situation because look, you don't have to take it back to the beginning in slavery. You can take it back to however far you want. Look, black people have been on the search for a come up in this country for the longest time. And yes, black people don't have the advantages that other people did have. Black people did is other minorities that's in this country that didn't go through slavery, who didn't go through Jim Crow, who didn't go through segregation, who didn't go through motherfucking discrimination.
Fuck no.
You have that. So at a time when, yes, it was easy money. At a time when, look, I was raised by my grandparents. My grandparents didn't have a lot of money. They took care of me. They gave me what I want. I was clothed. I was fed. I had a roof over my head. I wasn't rich. I lived in Palm Park. We wasn't rich. We nobody in Palm Park rich. But when crack was introduced, crack wasn't introduced in motherfucking Georgetown. Crack wasn't introduced in the upper crust of Montgomery County. Crack wasn't introduced in Arlington and Herndon and Reston and all these places out in Virginia. You know where it was introduced at? It was introduced in Landover. It was introduced in Kentland. It was introduced in Forestville. It was introduced in District Heights. It was introduced in Capitol Heights. It was introduced in Washington Heights. It was introduced in King Square. It was introduced in Glen Arden. It was introduced out here, all around here in Temple Hills. And who lives there? Black people. When anything motherfucking fucked up is introduced, and especially shit that give us a fucked up image, it's introduced to the black neighborhoods. But when they pass these fucking bills, they don't pass these bills to target people on them levels. They don't pass shit or say shit that, look, man, y'all got to stop pushing these images out there. Because for one, you got these images that y'all pushing out there is the wrong images. You glorifying some of this shit, and these youngins out here getting killed. Nobody's saying that. But they keep on pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. Then you talk about somebody's a pawn. Use a pawn. Use a pawn for them dumbasses that's trying to gloss over this shit, that gloss over the shit that they did. See, when it was a negative effect, or the 94 crime bill didn't had an effect that they didn't intend on, Biden didn't run from it. He said, whoa, it was a mistake. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't do it. The same with Bill Clinton. They tried to blame Hillary for it. They said, no, it was an unintended consequence of what happened. No, we didn't intend on that to happen. They owned up to it. But did you hear right one there, motherfucking Republican? Did one motherfucker come out and say that if it wasn't for the shit that Ronald Reagan and the fucking Republicans signed, you wouldn't have had the mass incarceration of young black men doing 10 years over a fucking dime rock? You wouldn't have had that. That shit came from Ronald Reagan. That shit didn't come from no motherfucking Bill Clinton.
Again.
Come on.
These people have to get their fucking facts, first of all. Second of all, you can't come here with that bullshit because I lived it. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be hard for you to fluff this bullshit around, bro. The life Me and him explaining you directly the life of DC and Maryland, bro. Literally in the 90s, coming up to now. Period.
Y'all gotta look past the dumb shit. Yes, every time the shit is brought up and they ask Biden about it, Biden expresses yes. He said, yes, I have regret about some of the things that happened because of the 94 crime bill. But nobody says nothing about the 88 crime bill, and nobody says nothing about the one before that. The one before that made motherfucking PCP. A PCP charge worse than a motherfucking heroin charge. And who was using PCP?
No.
Come on.
My point is that most of the things that was put in there that MAGA and Republican black people talk about was put in there by Republicans. That's why you get Clinton said there was unintended consequences. Because when you pass bills, it's some shit they're going to put in there. Literally.
Yeah.
Before you get this done, they're going to have to put something else bullshit in it before you get what you want done. It's real simple. And when they want to pass a crime bill to eliminate the fucking automatic weapons, stop beating women's asses. You feel me? That let it open to Republicans then adding on the 3 strikes, adding on more motherfucking prisons. Then later on, they sit back and say, hey, Biden and them did that. No, that wouldn't even, if it was up to them just to write a crime bill, none of that would be in it. It's negotiations. Republicans slipped that bullshit in there. And so over the years, you're looking at it now, there's no way the fuck you can tell me that crime bill didn't do what the fuck it's supposed to do. It real fucking simple. I was there.
This is another dumb shit.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Because I'm about to school.
And then the whole point of saying motherfuckers is small, bro, you're not making sense, right? At that time, small time was big time. If you want to say I was small time, I flipped keys, nigga. I had motherfucking kingpins in my family. I had motherfucking millionaires overseas in my family. That's real shit. So I already know about kingpins and drug lords, motherfucker. That shit ain't new to me. That was all in my family. I grew up in motherfucking a family of people selling it or smoking it. Simple as fucking that. That's my life. I'm not sitting here making up bullshit for y'all. Simple as that. That's how I grew up. Either they were selling it or fucking smoking it.
Yep.
It's real fucking simple, bro. Look. So y'all can't tell me bullshit. You can't push me bullshit because I lived this shit. Real shit. So there ain't no small time, big time. All that shit is in the same family. Bullshit. And it wasn't a full motherfucker. I keep saying that 94 crime bill unleashed racist, pig, white motherfucking police officers. Clinton didn't sign a bill. Biden didn't sign a bill for people to be racist with. Look. They did that. Police precincts sitting rednecks in our community, bruh. That wasn't even part of the bill. And I'm one motherfucker to tell you, I was labeled a menace to society by the government, bruh. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would do it fucking again.
Old dog.
All over again. Because it was a reason why I was selling dope. It was a reason why I was selling crack, bruh. And I would do it again if you put me in a situation that they had black people at this time. Real fucking simple. I'm not going to see my people starve, let alone my fucking family. Simple as that. I do admit, once I got this situation under control, I did continue on doing shit for me. I do admit, it was a point in time that I took care of the shit, right? But that's beside the point. We, as black people, got it out the gutter. We made up ways to make money. And white people today are doing those things that was locking me up, smacking me around, making me run up alley, this alley, and that alley for shit for a white motherfucker and a suburban lady can do right now legally. That's my problem. And that's what goes over the head of black MAGAs 2024 or motherfuckers that don't know nothing about the drugs that have been sold in the 90s, bruh. If drugs being sold in the 90s, I seen it. I watched it being cooked. I watched it being fucking brought in, grown, and trying to turn into weed. I seen it. Period. Nothing about drugs you can fucking tell me, period, bruh. Literally. And you can't tell me nothing about that crime bill. You want to get rid of automatics. You still want to do that? Yes or no? Yes and fucking Didi. If you drove down the streets in the 90s, you couldn't stop at stop sites, stop signs, or motherfucking red lights. You could. Is it late night? Fuck no.
Look at
You don't have to do that today. And Rail's a motherfucker over his fucking 40s. I'm not keep debating with people like that, bro. You just talking nonsense. And you even got people in your family that went through that struggle, so dope, and you know why he did it, and you're not dumb. So I'm tired of talking to black maggots, bro.
Look at
Silly motherfuckers. Now we do got Godfather in this joint. My bad, bro. Do want to bring in this joint for a second, but I get heated with this 94 crime bill shit because I was there, and that shit be blowing me, bro.
Look at
with people that's rehashing the history of something, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying?
These
But go ahead.
These motherfuckers want to sit here.
Can you hear us? Can you hear?
Nah. You hear nothing.
I don't hear you. Go ahead. Say something. No. You unmuted? No, I don't hear me. You hear?
No, I don't hear nothing.
Go ahead.
Look, these motherfuckers want to sit here and we gonna get back to I'm getting back to selective amnesia. Y'all want to push out that Biden wrote the whole 94 crime bill. Biden didn't write the whole 94 crime bill. It was Democratic shit and it was Republican shit up in there. The part of the crime bill in 94 that Biden wrote was the Violence Against Women's Act, which he has been trying to get in long before the 94 crime bill. He tried to get it in as a standalone bill. But they'll have you believe that he sat down with Bill Clinton and wrote the whole damn 94 crime bill. That's
They
not
dumb.
true.
They fucking dumb.
That's not true.
You read the fucking bill first, then come talk to us. You can't come to people that actually read the bill, was actually living in the bill, was actually living the effects of the fucking bill, and then come talking nonsense. We ain't got time for that shit, bro. Be honest with you. Now,
the problem came with hoods and territory. Okay.
No.
Look, man. If the motherfucking shit, look, whoever was the ones that motherfucking bought the shit in the country, introduced the shit to the country. Well, it was wrong before because it's nothing but free base, which was around since the 70s and probably before. But
they dumb as fuck, bro.
But so actually crack been out. It wasn't mass produced until the motherfucking 80s, which it was freely and easily got. Now, you want, oh my God.
I sent real motherfucking
when motherfuckers
sent you the link, bro.
When motherfuckers want to sit back,
if I can put this link in the
and they target
comments
and they target where they can put this shit where they can make the most money. Let me explain something else to you. How crack, when they put crack out, and what was said, crack, look, cocaine at the time, powder cocaine was known as a rich man's drug. Don't believe me, look it up. That's what it was known as, because only rich white people snorted coke. So powder coke wasn't readily available unless you had money and you knew somebody. You had to know somebody who knows them, just like heroin. You had to know somebody who knows somebody. When crack was introduced, it was introduced as a cheaper form of cocaine that basically people with little money, that not much money, can afford, and it gave you a great high. But it gave you a great high that didn't last long, and you came back for more. You came back chasing that high. You didn't introduce, when it's introduced as a cheaper form or a cheap form of the rich man drug, that's telling you right then it's not marketed to the rich man. Who is it for? It's for the people that don't have much money. If you could go out and get back then you could go, you had $5. You could get you a motherfucking rock and get high. But if you was buying coke, you had to have money to buy coke. That's the rich man's drug. Who was snorting coke? Motherfuckers on Wall Street, bankers, rich politicians. How you think coke was portrayed on TV and in the movies? You didn't have poor people. Oh, poor people and poor black people were crackheads on TV in the movies. You seen a motherfucking white man doing drugs in TV. What are you doing? A couple of lines. He'll roll up $100 bill, $20 bill, snort a couple of lines and make that shit look cool. Come on.
All right.
Open up your mind. Motherfucker, the shit was made for the have-nots, basically, and it was put where they at. This shit wasn't put in no upper crust neighborhoods. It wasn't. But it wasn't a problem until it got to the upper crust neighborhoods. When little Johnny didn't want to, what was they smoking back then? He didn't want to smoke weed or hash or what they call it then, the greens and all that shit. And little Billy got a hold of some crack. Oh, there's a problem now. There's a big fucking problem. We got to do something about this problem.
Go ahead, Godfather.
Now, it's always been a problem.
Turn the fight, yeah.
What motherfucking 1976 boycott? I know you ain't talking about the Olympics.
Go ahead.
It's always been a problem. They just find a way to get higher. Black people get higher off right, but black people find a way to get higher.
Turn the volume down on your computer. No,
Well,
don't. Not only your voice, the computer itself. Turn the volume down. It's like an echo. Look, they ain't ever gonna work. They ain't even making no sense, bro.
That dude gone, man.
If we go over the list of motherfucking shit,
been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Can't hear you. Hold on, I can't hear you. You muted? Yeah, all right, good. Yeah, I can.
During that 94 deal, to get back to it, that was like the worst thing that ever done for anybody in our culture. Like, they put us in, that was a red wave. Like, you want to know what a red wave is? That was a red wave. Like, this generation don't understand it. They're not going to ever see that until they actually feel a red wave happen. And it's sad because they took the history out of school, so they won't know about it. All that. When the red wave comes, they can do what they want to do. They say what they want to say. And it's it.
One thing about, like, first of all, when people just be throwing out nonsense and shit, and when they was actually there, you know what I'm saying? That ain't part of the problem. Some we ain't want to do. We ain't even want to do all this, right? But I'm just gonna go with a few things that just Biden did as a motherfucking president, right? Now we all know $700 billion for HBCUs.
Damn, I forgot about that.
We already know about that, right? Do you know about that, Rail? Is that good or bad? That's all I need to hear from you. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Now, if we go over the long list of stuff that been done directly. Now, he done more than Obama. I'm admit. Obama was the first black. This motherfucker did more than him. To be honest with you, Obama was in 8 years.
I ain't got paid student loan bill until 2024, until 2044. I ain't got paid student loan bill until 2024. That's 20 years. You're
Yeah.
You know what I think about the Obama years.
First of all, we already know that unemployment record high in black culture under Biden. As we speak now, it dropped
Record
1
low.
point. Huh?
You said record high.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Unemployment. It's the record.
Yeah, you got record low.
Unemployment has dropped record low. Right now, we got record
low.
I mean, the high, for as far as being the lowest on record for Black America, right?
That's under Biden. You're right.
Exactly. So, and it's dipping now as we speak it.
Even more.
Now, I don't know if real like that or not, but that's a notch right there.
Like
that's 2 notches. We got $700 billion plus $1 billion going to HBCUs. The unemployment rate is dropping as we speak and is already at a historic low. You come on the country. Since we've been here in the country for 20 years, the lowest unemployment, think about that, real. The lowest unemployment is now under Biden, ever. So I don't know what the argument is about that. Second, $2.6 billion in voting rights and bring about, first of all, whether you disagree or not, Republicans are trying to take away our voter rights. I'm just trying to understand, do everybody agree on that first?
Come on.
Before I go any further.
Come on.
So if you agree with that, them combating that with $2.6 million for voter rights is a good thing. Right or wrong? I don't know.
Because who?
Again,
go ahead, because I want to bring up.
It's just nothing. I can't. It's no list for the Republicans. You feel what I'm saying now? I can just keep on going. It's too much. They cut in half the number of black children living in poverty. Real. Is that good or fucking bad?
That's not good.
Black MAGAs. Is that good or bad? I don't care if it's Trump or Biden. Is that what I just told you? Good or bad? Real simple, bruh. Cut in half black children poverty, bruh. Just real simple. Help black working families build wealth. Black wealth is up 60%. Black wealth is up 60%.
I don't believe they like
the largest increase on record. I'm still talking about black people. Y'all listening now? This motherfucker.
I don't think they like that.
Real. I'm still talking about black people, bro. This is not even the major shit they've been doing. I'm talking about stuff that y'all don't know about. Now you see what I'm saying?
Look,
it's a long list of shit.
They don't want to hear.
They connected,
but that ain't what they want to hear.
Estimated 5.5 million black households with affordable household high-speed internet.
Damn, something make your ears ring.
Is that good or bad, Rail? I don't see you commenting no fucking more. That's the problem with black MAGAs. The facts are a problem with the shit you talking. Because you talking racist talking points, bruh. And the day you realize that the shit you using out your mouth, the anti-DEA, the anti-black this, out your black mouth, the day you realize that you've been duped by a fucking orange demon.
And let you brought up something a minute ago, and that who's targeting voting rights. Now, when they target voting rights, who are they targeting? They're targeting black votes. They try to make it harder for black people to vote, or they're gerrymandering and trying to redistrict everywhere so it suppresses the black vote.
Yeah.
This is I
don't know if black MAGA know this, but information for you. We didn't write the script though. We didn't do it.
That's selective amnesia.
We didn't make this up. We didn't write it up ourselves.
That's selective
amnesia.
That's
the shit that's going on, bro.
But my point is this. Since we started this pod, I consistently said something about getting out and voting, exercise your right. And I hate it when people, especially black people, I hate it when my black brothers and sisters, I ain't voting, I vote don't mean shit. It don't mean shit if we vote. Yes, it does. Because if your vote didn't mean nothing, if your vote didn't count, if somebody wasn't hearing your voice, they would not be trying as hard as they is to suppress your vote. And then you got people like Jarrell. You got people like
that's why we here. That's why we here for people like Jarrell.
You got people like Reels. You got
fuck.
And we got
Let me say Reels a motherfucker.
And that dumb bitch that came on here that night.
Oh my God.
Look, if your vote doesn't mean
transgender
anything, why are they trying to take it from you? They not going to waste their time and spend millions upon millions of dollars and go through the effort of gerrymandering black districts and trying to pass voter ID laws and doing all this shit, trying to purge voter rolls out of black people. They're not doing this to white people. They're not doing this to no other people but black people. But you got people like, say it again, Jarrell. You don't want to, you act like, look, you might need a stronger prescription in your glasses because for some reason you can't see what's right in front of your face.
Go ahead, Godfather. We can't eat. Me or you? You can?
I can.
Can't eat. Can't eat. What are you touching? You muted yourself. Now,
76, nobody want to bust it.
First of all, before we move on, right? Me and number one soul brother can go on all night about the accomplishments of this administration, bro. It's crazy, bro. And the fact that, first of all, there's a black woman standing there is helpful to a lot of things. But they broke a record of $26.6 billion for small business for black culture, bro. It's like I don't want to keep going over the records they breaking strictly for black culture. And it's like you overwatching the shit and still talking your old stale talking points of 94 crime bill and the Democrats this, the Democrats that, and we steadily telling you shit that's going on today, right the fuck now, in your face. The Supreme Court lady is black. Who put her there? Real simple. Vice President is black. Who put that person there? It's real fucking simple how this thing goes. You know what I'm saying, Doc? We see we can't hear you. Go ahead. Can we? Nope. Are you on mute? You turned down?
Let me say this while we try to get these technical difficulties out the way. Look, if you want to be a conservative, I don't mind. You know, we can have the debate on left versus right politics. I mean, if you're coming from a good place with it, I don't got no problem with it because you believe what you believe. It is actually conservative Democrats. It's Democrats out here that don't believe in big government. They don't believe in that the government should do certain things. But that's a debate to be had. That's a legitimate debate. Bring it. But don't bring up all these talking points, all of these gotcha statements. That's all y'all have. You get a bunch of gotcha statements. Well, in 1976, he didn't want busing. Guess what? They didn't want busing. A lot of people, white people, didn't want busing. And guess what? In 1976, black people didn't want to be bussed.
Not only that, one of the people that suffered from not being bussed during that time is his vice president. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, I was bussed.
She literally is one of the people.
Shit.
That suffered from not being bussed from county to county.
Yeah.
She literally the vice president. Stop.
So let's get it straight. I entered school in 1975. I was in kindergarten. So that was around when busing started. I was bussed. What the fuck? They didn't. My parents didn't want to send me I lived in Landover. I ended up going to a fucking school way over on the other side of motherfucking New Carrollton. On the other side of New Carrollton, where the New Carrollton bus station is now. The train metro station is now. That's where I went to school at. From there to from Paul Park to there, I was bused. So what the fuck? Nobody wanted to be bused. They didn't want to send me way over there because if something happened to me, my grandmother didn't drive. If something happened to me, couldn't nobody get to me. So it was a lot of issues around that black people didn't want to be bused. And for certain reasons, white people didn't want us to be bused. Okay, cool. But everything is not about it being a gotcha question or a gotcha statement. If you are a conservative and you disagree with points of views that we made, come on, let's have a debate. Let's have a debate. Let the people listen. Let the people out here that check out this pod, and we thank y'all for checking it out. Let the people that check out this podcast listen to both sides. But if you're going to come, like Jarrell, you come on here and you type all your gotcha statements all the time. Cool. Come on here. Let's talk about it. You got reels that come on here. That's all he want to do is gotcha statements. Gotcha. You're a racist and all this old other shit. Okay. Y'all trying to make Biden out to be a racist. If he's a racist, he's the worst motherfucking racist I ever seen he's the worst racist I've seen in his life. In my life. He a racist. They got a black woman. Because most racists are misogynists too. So he got a black woman. He ain't got a black man that is his vice president. He got a black woman. He appointing black women to the appellate courts, to the second and third and 10th judicial systems and all this shit, all through the land to counteract what Trump did. He hasn't appointed another one to the Supreme Court because that hasn't came open yet. If he's a racist, he's the worst racist I ever seen in my fucking life. And I know racism. I've seen racism. So come on, quit with the gotcha shit and bring facts.
Go ahead.
I think about the voter suppression part. I just think that they're trying to not just take black people votes out, they're trying to take women out. Because women going to vote on the side of what's right for them. So you take away the women vote and the black people vote, you have just the regular people vote. It's just going to be a red wave. But at the same time, I don't think they want to make it harder. They can't make it harder. No matter how much they try to redistrict, we're becoming more and more of the majority than the minority. It's no matter how you redistrict. We got to sell something for other people to fall in place.
That's the problem white America is having right now.
Fall into place because right now redistricting is not help. Redistricting because we are over. They putting us in. They moved us from DC and put us into more Maryland and stuff like that. So guess what? They putting more black people in those areas, so there's no way for them to redistrict in certain areas. It's getting like that all over the world. That's why they're trying to do the abortions. Why? That way, the white people continue to reproduce because white people is the ones who's having most of the abortions, not black people. So for them, if you take away the abortion, meaning that hey, guess what? We can't no more abortion. That means white women have to keep their children. White people, yeah, they have to keep their children. They don't want to do no abortion. Like we have our kids, maybe occasionally 1 or 2 abortions, but that's why it's there. To keep the white race alive because it's dying. That's why they're saying, oh, there's immigrants coming over here and they voting to keep us down. No, that's the lie they putting out there to make it portray that hey, these immigrants coming over here and making the white people the minority. No, they are becoming the minority because we are, like you say, that 6% business gap. They haven't seen a growth like that What?
Exactly.
It's Oklahoma. You haven't seen no growth like this since Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying. It's like when we talking to motherfucking MAGAs or people like Rail, like I listed off all this shit just now. He's still saying he racist. Like as a black person, when would you? What I tell you the other day? As a black person, when would you realize there's a lot of shit good happening for your culture, and you start liking the fuck what's happening? It's like, why would you still be mad at small business loans? Why would you still be mad at award records, $69.9 billion for small businesses, for the black culture? Why is that? What is that so bad about? What makes you, Jarrell, and Black MAGA still have a problem when it's a list of black shit being done in your face right now? Is you supposed to be black or well the fuck? The black conservatives, if you're a black Republican, you need not to talk. Because you in a party, I don't give a fuck if you in a party or not. That's cool. But you can't sit there when they're being disrespectful, they're being racist, and you ain't saying a fucking thing. That makes you a piece of shit.
That's not with it.
If you want to scream you're a Republican, that makes you worse. Because you're not fighting for our causes in that party when you at the fuster of the shit at. You know what I'm saying, dog? So you worse as a black Republican. That's why we want you on this podcast. Before the Black MAGAs came up. We want the regular Republican black motherfuckers because we don't understand why you're Republican any fucking way. Let alone MAGAs.
He don't know why you Republican.
Because you know why they were thinking Republicans? Because back in the day, black people were Republicans. We were Republicans until Oklahoma made Democrats more open to black people, more open to Democrats. Because
I'm just confused, bro. $10 billion.
But I think about it, the Confederate is always going to believe that. If you're part of the Confederacy, you're always going to believe that. That's just the main
A record helped more than 37,000 black farmers, financials, and banking, including ranchers, black ranchers. See what I'm saying?
Oh, we're not even gonna get into
shit that they don't even know about.
Yeah,
we ain't even gonna talk about the chips joint. See what I'm saying?
And we're
chips.
not even gonna get
What's
into
wrong with that,
Trump
Real? What's wrong with that, Black MAGA?
He fucked all the farmers over. He got the farmers vote and fucked all the farmers over. Not only black farmers, white farmers too. We're not gonna go. We're not even gonna get.
I'm stand on black though. We talking about additional steps for HUD. More money.
Yep. And who do HUD
5,000 borrowers per year has benefited from this program.
And who do HUD benefit? Black people. A lot of black people.
$136 billion. Student loan debt canceled.
Yep.
That's what I say. I don't have to pay.
You have Real. Come the fuck on the podcast. I need people like you. If you want to type shit, come debate that shit. Talk that shit. Bring that bullshit up live.
Nigga, please.
As I talk these fucking facts, bruh. $7 billion for HBCUs. We started with that. $7 billion. HBCUs, bruh. That's historical black colleges for anybody who don't understand that.
If you didn't know.
So tell me where I'm getting that black MAGAs or people that act like they ain't black Republicans, like Rail. Tell me where I'm stopping at. Tell me where the problem's at. Tell me where your fault at. Tell me where Biden is fucking up at. And secure 30% increase in child care assistance, funding black families. This is all the fucking Biden administration, bro.
And you brought up something.
Hold up.
He funded.
One more.
Hold up.
Enrolled more than 400,000 black people in the motherfucking health insurance in 1 year, in 2021. 2022, 2023 increased it.
Oh, yeah, I know what I wanted to say. Look here.
Oh, and guess what?
It's more.
They're making medicine cheaper. They made so much medicine cheaper.
I was just about to get to that. Cap the motherfucking insulin, $35. Real, you like it or not? Black MAGA, you like that or not? At the end of his administration, he looking forward to cap. You can't spend more than $2,000 for medicine. You like that or not?
You don't like
That's what it comes down to, bruh. The real shit in black America, bruh. I don't want to hear about these talking points of he racist. All right, we done with that. Look at all this shit I'm talking about.
Let me.
Do you like it or not? Is that good for your culture or not? That's what it comes down to, bruh. To me, they all bigots.
Let me.
That ain't solving the problem. If one of them gonna do something good for me, that's what I'm voting for. And obviously, the Democrats and Biden is looking out for me, my culture, 12-year-old son coming up in this bullshit. You think I want Trump to be president and my son grow up in that shit that he got in store for him? Really?
Look here.
Not even that. You can't give women's rights? Really? Make America great again? No more women's rights? You like that? Come on, bruh. 12-year-old black kids growing up in this shit? You want Trump to take over that? Run that? He don't give a fuck. He was going to blow your ass up when you was out there protesting for kids getting shot.
Yeah, we go.
He wants your ass blown the fuck up. Think about that. And real motherfucker defends people that want to blow you up.
He don't like it.
He defending that shit. He defending the Republican Party. He defend Trump. He defend racist bigots.
That's his right to do it, but they don't make him.
No. He defend that, and everything I just listed to you.
Because
he don't see it. It's blinded.
But I
don't see that happening. That's dumb shit to be, bro.
Real quick. Let me get these 2 points off real quick.
Come on.
We wind this up. Look, you say how many times he ran for president. You must not have been looking because it brought the same point up a couple weeks ago. Yes, Biden does owe his presidency to black people because let's get one thing straight. Before he was Obama's running mate, a lot of people didn't know who the fuck Joe Biden was because a lot of people don't pay attention to the Senate or the House. So that's one thing. Yes, he does owe his presidency. He owes a big debt of thanks for his presidency to black voters. Yes, he does. Nobody ever said that wasn't the truth. And then he brought up something here a minute ago about HUD. Do you know how many black people that HUD has allowed to become, because of HUD, they become first-time
answer the fucking question, real.
They become homeowners. They have
answer these questions, bro.
Low-income housing. So you got a certain segment of politics that want to get rid of places of things like HUD.
No, see,
and those are the things that look.
It's not even that. That's not the problem. To them, it's irrelevant because all black people is not poor, which is bullshit.
Okay, just like
and on top of that,
rich.
It's irrelevant. If you well endowed as a black person and rich, who gives a fuck? Why would you care about the poor people that need help? So you're not making sense. You can't say if you say all black people are not poor, cool.
Hold on.
But the poor people are the ones that need help. And what they got to do with the rich ones? Okay. Why you bring them up?
Hold on.
They had nothing to do with it.
They talking. You can say all black people ain't poor. Okay, half these motherfuckers that's talking this Trump shit, talking this Republican shit, they ain't rich.
All right.
They ain't rich, ain't come closer to be rich. And look, all the shit that they did to benefit rich people, which during them presidencies, it benefited the rich people. None of that shit benefited them, not one bit.
Okay,
not one bit.
Tell me.
That's what I don't understand.
I'm confused on what. I haven't called a color red or blue. I just need to know everything I listed, Rail. Is that good or bad for the black culture? Get off the bullshit for a minute. Stay off the talking points you're throwing out for a minute. The shit I just listed, good or bad for our culture, bruh? You screaming all black people ain't poor is irrelevant. A shelter for a rich motherfucker is irrelevant. For a shelter for a poor motherfucker about to hit the streets is real important. So stop bringing up bullshit. Talk about facts. Everything I listed. All the money sent to HBCUs. Everything that's been done under this administration. Talk about that. Debate that. That's what I want to talk about. I don't talk about no blue. I'm definitely blue if all this is being done under blue territory. If you call yourself blue and you're doing all this, cool. I'm with you. That's beside the point. Everything I just listed is important. Tell me yes or no. Is that good or bad for our culture? It's real fucking simple. Stop talking the bullshit.
Well, these
And the
people-
person that did this is a Democrat. That's the bottom line. We didn't write the script. This is a script that was given. Go ahead.
The boy in blue, the guy in blue. But come on now, the guy in blue had just gave you. My brother just gave you a list of things that the blue guy just did, has done, and has continued to do. And I believe today today or yesterday, he just put a tax audit on the rich. So if they averaging $10 million or more, they're gonna get a heavy tax cut. Which is gonna do what? Give more to people down here. Any corporation making over $250 million a year gonna get a heavy tax cut, which is gonna what? Benefit us starting next year. So I don't understand what did you talking about?
You're not gonna never understand none of that because they don't engage in facts. I made this podcast because of this. I made this podcast because of this motherfucker on podcasts that I do before. We engage in politics. Does this? Don't go into facts. This podcast is made because of that. And that's why when you tune in this podcast, facts are delivered. I'm giving you all accomplishments. Fuck who the administration is. You're a black person. That's all your concern should be. And I start naming all this shit, and all you can say is, I'm a blue. That doesn't make sense. That's not even a debate. You're not even engaging, bruh. And that's the problem we have with MAGAs and the people that defend Trump or defend Republicans. You have no arguments. You have talking points. The facts we give you, you don't want to talk about those. And that's hard to debate a motherfucker when the facts hit you. You don't want to talk about those. You want to keep talking about old shit. Oh, stale old motherfucker talking points.
Look.
Let's get into the facts. Once we dial down to the facts, let's talk about those. Everything I just named you. Can you, as a black man, tell me anything wrong with $7 billion to you HBCUs? Can you, as a black man, tell me anything wrong with saving 37,000 black farmers? Can you, as a black man, tell me anything wrong with $26.6 billion to poor kids, black kids?
Hold on.
Oh, hold on, bro. Every time I get in my shit, you want to hold on, go back
You've
again.
been rolling
Hold on.
You've been rolling. I
Hold
ain't
on, bro.
taking age-wise.
Bro, I just let you roll on for 15, 20 minutes, right?
No, you didn't.
Now my turn. Let me go. Every time I go, you say, hold on.
You've been
Wait, hold on.
filibustering.
You keep saying,
Hey,
hold on.
go ahead.
While I'm talking this shit, bro.
Okay, at 10:15, I gotta go anyway. But anyway,
Bruh.
go ahead.
See what I mean? Like, bro.
That's why I try to say what I gotta say. I've been sitting
I
here.
let you just say what you had to say. You tell me to get in. I let you go. You wait 10
I
minutes.
said one sentence and you jump back in.
When?
Tape. Look at the tape.
Bro, when we look at this,
Go ahead.
that I let you talk forever.
You see.
And then I come in.
No, you didn't.
And then when I start talking, like now, you'll say,
going for like 3
hold on.
minutes.
Like now, I let you talk for 20 minutes.
No, you didn't.
And then once I said something, you say, hey, hold on,
didn't.
wait. You start cutting me off when I start talking, bro.
Because you've been going on.
Why would you do that?
Going on.
What? That's my point. I need to go on.
Go ahead. Go finish what you doing.
Like you cut me off when you start running. You want to say something else or something. You gotta let me finish, bro.
So long I forget what we wanted to say.
Again, you probably already said it.
No, I haven't.
That's the point. You gotta let me talk, bro.
Go ahead, man. I'm telling you to go ahead.
When you go back, I tell you, go back and watch these joints.
No, go back. You go back.
This time when you go back and watch, you're gonna see me and Godfather sit back and let you talk.
No, you didn't.
Literally.
Go ahead. I'm telling you to go
for 10
ahead.
minutes. Literally, Rob. Anyone to say anything.
Oh my. Okay.
And then once one of us, then his mic will mess up. Then when I start talking, you say, all right, since the mic messed up, you'll start talking again. Oh my God. And then when I say something, you'll say, oh, hey, let me say this.
I'm saying
before I say anything, bro, let me finish.
You've been rolling.
Say what you gotta say, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Then you can go ahead.
Gotta forget.
See what I mean? Let me talk then. Let me do me. Let me do me.
Go ahead, come on, man.
And when I finish,
I have like 10 minutes left. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Go ahead, knock yourself out.
See what I'm saying, bro? Just
Knock
let
yourself
me
out.
finish me.
God,
You don't let me
man.
be me.
Okay, I'm
You cuss me off. You be like,
man.
but this,
I'll tell you. Go ahead.
But hold on.
Just
but
go
this,
ahead, man.
while I'm trying to talk and shit,
Oh,
bro.
my God.
Let me like now. I'm talking now,
Oh, my
and you
God.
saying
Go
shit while I'm talking.
Go ahead. Man.
Now you see what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, you go back. You
Like now,
rolling.
I want to go, but you want to talk.
Go ahead.
Here we go with it again.
Shit, that's why I can't get it.
Here we go again.
Guys.
Go ahead. I said 2 minutes ago. If you got something to say, go
I'm
ahead.
telling you to go ahead.
You say you forgot, right? Now I'm talking. You want to keep cutting me off. You forgot though.
I said go. I'm sitting.
Let me talk.
I'm letting you talk. Where the fuck your mind is gone?
Is this let me talk every time you say something?
Go ahead, talk.
Let me just cut your mic.
Talk.
That will help.
Talk.
Now,
Golly.
like I was just saying, bruh. People like Real don't engage in facts. They just want to keep throwing out shit like you blue. Or you defending a racist. Go back to 77 to some shit when he said this. When I'm sitting here listing shit in your face that's happening now. And all I'm asking you as a black MAGA, as Rail that fakes like he's not a MAGA, but whatever the fuck you are, you defend Republicans. All I'm asking you is, what's wrong with the shit I'm giving you? What's wrong with the list of black shit accomplishments? This shit has been done. It's been accomplished. Why? What is wrong with those things? And why me as a black man that wants the best for my culture, seeing somebody doing a lot of things for my culture, something you're not seeing, and I'm recognizing this thing and support that shit that's being done in my culture. Why is that a problem? I'm confused. You stuck on blue, red, whatever the fuck going on with that?
I don't understand why they keep on these tax breaks. I don't give a fuck about a tax break. Man, that tax break can't help poor people right now eat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get taxes once a year. Y'all worry about something's gonna happen once a fucking year.
Tax breaks is for rich people. For example, me personally, own 2 salons. I should be voting fucking Republican. Literally, I would get bigger tax breaks fucking Republicans. I should sit on this fucking podcast and say, Trump should be president. That's what I should be doing as a businessman. I haven't worked a fucking job. I haven't punched in almost 8 years. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman. I personally should be screaming, Republicans. But no, I'm here defending my fucking culture. And black motherfuckers like Rail and black MAGAs and fucking Stephen A, they take the motherfucking money and run. I'm still fighting for my shit as a black man because I got a 12-year-old coming up behind me. My family, I got nephews, nieces. And shouts out to my niece, about to be the first motherfucker graduating for college in my family. Motherfuckers. We're accomplishing shit as black Americans, nigga. And we still not voting for you redneck ass, red motherfucker, racist ass pig party. And that's a person's vote that graduated from college. I own 2 businesses as a black man. And fuck Republicans. So don't tell me about no tax breaks and you can get them better with Republicans because I know I can. And I still won't vote for near one of those pigs. Go ahead, Tom.
You said it all.
Oh, well, I ain't done it.
No,
You got go ahead, Tom. Go ahead. You got something to say?
Yeah, but the culture that we in now is hurting, like in all aspects. It's hurting. And y'all worry about the little things that doesn't even matter. Tax break. No, what about building more infrastructure for our school systems, new schools in our city? Like these kids still going to school in the same buildings that we went to school in. Some of them going to schools that our mothers and grandfathers went to school in. We're about putting money into that. Focus on stuff like that instead of focusing on me. All I hear Trump say is me. No policies, nothing when he get up there on the podium. All he's talking about is fight, divide, and nothing is talking about. Oh yeah, But Supreme Court that's in there that overturned Roe v. Wade. He said that he's proud of that. That's his biggest accomplishment. That's not a fucking accomplishment. Like, but there's why are we talking about racism? Policies are policies right there that's going on that Biden putting in place has nothing to do with racism, bro. Why do you keep coming up with racism? That's just that's not even a talking point. I don't even know. That's not even a talking point. I don't know why that's even there. Because at the same time, when you're putting in billions of dollars into the community to help them get better, that's what matters.
Yep. Again, bruh, this podcast was born off me in my fucking feelings. Me emotional about black culture. Me wanting what's best for our culture. That's how it was born. That's how it was you know, motherfucker. You already know why this was born. Really? And yes, I'm in my feelings. Because when black kids get murdered in the streets, that's a problem. Because I have a black child. My brother got black kids and Hispanic kids, which is both a problem. So we got scars and shit on the wall that we need to protect as black culture. Me personally, my family, my brother, my sister. It ain't like we just out this joint just willy-nilly. We got people to protect before we leave this earth. I gotta make sure my 12-year-old got a life that's not fucking, he don't have no rights. His wife don't have no rights as a black person. Women don't have no rights. That's not the life I want to see him in before I go. It's just real simple as black culture. What do you want your kids to be in? If you like this shit this rednecks motherfuckers doing, cool. That shit is not good for our culture, bro. It's just that fucking simple. And my goal is to make sure our culture gets the information we need, bro. We waste our fucking podcast fucking with motherfucking black magas and people like Real. But I think this is real important for us to get this information out for people like him that says dumb shit, and we to combat that shit ASAP live on fucking air from the hood. Tell you straight up, that's bullshit. Tell you straight up, that 94 shit, crime bill shit y'all rapping, bullshit. Tell you straight up, he a racist, Biden a racist, don't do shit for black people, bullshit. It's just bullshit. And you think me as a nigga gonna support a motherfucker that ain't doing shit for us? You sound like a fool. And that's why I don't support no fucking Republicans. And I ain't even finished the whole list of all the shit that my man done did and my black lady done did in this one motherfucking 4 years. I didn't even finish. Just the shit I named was just over the top amount of money invested in our culture. And you're going to tell me whether you like it or not. That's why I need to know from black magas and people like Rail. Do you like that or not, bruh? The investment. Simple as that. Got you.
You finished?
Nah, not really, but go ahead. You got something to say though? Oh, you got something to say, Shorty? Y'all heat it. Let's go. Y'all got something to say? Spit it out.
Hey,
go ahead.
You got your thing off this evening.
I'm not finished. And then when we get into this, I really want to get it.
I'm not gonna sit here and argue with people like that because I'm gonna kick them facts. And if they facts don't matter to them, they don't care. It's about winning, and that's all. It's about winning and power. They don't give a fuck what those policies and how they affect black people or any people. They don't care. So to sit here and argue with him for 2 fucking hours is counterproductive.
No, I don't think so.
It is.
It's black people that think like that.
Right.
Black people that spit it out here was something that black food was thinking too. And our goal is to
if you give them facts,
smack it down. Give me the bat, and I'm gonna smack all that bullshit out of here. Real simple.
You give them facts. You tell them where they can find the facts. You give them facts.
I need them fools so I can knock it out of here to say what they need to say.
Look, a lot of people, we can't do the homework for everybody. You have to do the homework.
That's
yourself.
No. People like Real and Magas gonna say that stuff.
And you not
I feel like
the
reason why we here is to combat that.
Right.
So if he's
But
sitting here
it's a way
spitting this
to-
bullshit out, is somebody sitting there thinking that? And I'm gonna spit the bullshit to combat it to make him look dumb, and then send him the link to come up here and prove his point when he don't come. Well, I sent him a link an hour ago.
But how many times did you
I sent
him a
people
link and
links.
He never comes.
In fact,
He never comes.
anybody disagree with us, you come the fuck on here, bruh. This shit about facts.
You send Rail a link
Every
all
night,
the
yeah.
time. All the time you send him a link. He never comes. You sent
True.
Tuesday night, Reels was supposed to come on here. He called you. And he still
Cool,
didn't show up.
cool.
He still
I
didn't
get
show
that.
up.
But
No,
still,
hold up.
we're not gonna just
These
be here and let them
motherfuckers-
say the shit.
No, you're not gonna sit here and let him say the shit. But then again, what the fuck is arguing with him for 2 hours? Look, shut him down. You done kicked him. You done sit here for the last couple of hours, and we didn't sit here and kick this dude facts. We didn't kick him lies. We kicked him facts.
That's
He
all we
could
wanna do.
not come back with one fact.
No.
He could not come back with one fact.
None.
So shut him down. He has no facts. If they had facts, if they had anything that was truthful, if they had anything to fucking argue to stand on, they had any type of foundation to stand on, they would throw it back. All they can do, he goes back to 1976. 1976. I was 5-6 years old then.
I wasn't even born.
So I know he wasn't motherfucking, I know he wasn't paying attention to what the fuck was going on. He going on something somebody told him happened in 1976. I'm not gonna sit there and argue about a motherfucker about 1976. He can't tell you nothing about 1994. If he wasn't, I know Real is not a street nigga.
Lewis.
I'm not gonna argue with a nigga that's not a street nigga.
Lewis.
I'm telling
Who
you.
you can't hear,
you
Lewis?
can't.
Appreciate you, Lewis, man. We appreciate you your whole life. We leave
Come
messages
on.
too, man. Lewis Gordon, though. Who you can't hear?
Come on.
No, it's not just you can't think of it as just Real. It's people like him. You know what I'm
People
saying?
and people like him. Because most of the people that's sitting here and talking all this dumb shit,
They don't believe it.
and they go back in fact, and they go back in time. They was either not born or they was babies when the shit happened. You cannot sit there and argue with a motherfucker that can't tell you that you seen this shit with your own eyes. This motherfucker gonna tell you that he ain't see. Look, we can sit here and argue with motherfucking Rail. This motherfucker ain't no street nigga. He ain't no street nigga. What the fuck he gonna tell you about being in the streets?
No, that's not his argument. His argument is black people ain't poor. You feel me?
He not rich, so how the fuck he know black people ain't poor?
That's beside the point. That's beside the point. The point is he's making is majority of black people
He's
are not poor. So why we argue for those black poor people?
He's
My
not
point
middle
is
class.
the most vulnerable people are black poor people.
Look,
It's some black people that made it. It's some black people that are rich
True.
It's some
True.
black people that had their thing.
Right.
That's cool.
That's
But there's
cool.
still some black people are left the fuck behind purposely.
Right.
And there's a reason why me and No More Soul Brother come
Right.
on this joint weekly and beat down the fact that
right.
things are being done in the black culture,
Look.
whether you like it or not. And I don't give a fuck who president, bruh. That's the
Honestly-
project I understand. It's a list of shit happening.
Honestly, I think that
And top of that, a black vice president. God damn it. I like her.
honestly, I think that nigga said a lot of that shit. I think he said a lot of that shit to get a reaction. Because if you believe in something and you believe wholeheartedly in something, if you believe in conservatism, like you get on here and try to say you believe in conservatism, motherfucker, you're gonna come.
No.
You're gonna come with facts. They never come with facts.
Never. Ever.
Never.
We done had 3 MAGAs run.
Come
They
on.
literally ran off the podcast. Disappeared.
Come on.
We had one bitch couldn't even answer a question. A simple joint.
Come on. They
She
can't.
on the podcast because her rights was taken. We asked her a question about rights. She ain't know shit.
Bitch, who took your rights?
She didn't know a damn thing. She ain't know nothing about what party voted for what, who did what. She just a MAGA.
Motherfuckers is
Bye,
different,
bitch.
man.
Get the fuck out of the podcast. She go on her podcast and call us some gay lovers. What?
She was living
That's the
with
problem we got with y'all fools.
But you was
Y'all
living
not
with
ready
God.
for this comeback, bruh. Any MAGAs out there, bruh, we here. We waiting for you. Black Republicans, This is the combat zone, nigga.
Look.
Don't run. Bring the facts. Rail, people like Rail. Rail say he'd be a Tuesday. We been hearing that.
He ain't coming. He ain't never coming.
Bring your facts. Don't come here talking these bullshit. Go ahead, Godfather.
You sound like Trump. I'm a testify. I'm a testify on stand.
They liars.
Yes.
You know, turn people that follow him into liars too.
Yes. Tell y'all.
We want that debate. If you on the internet right now and you seen some people on there that's black Republicans or some MAGAs, send them the way of HVP, my guys. If they black Republican, bring them our way. If they MAGAs, bring them our way. Please and thank you. We got a lot of things to talk to them about. And one of them is facts. And I got a lot of facts under the sleeve that I need to unroll. You know what I'm saying, dog? And people like Rail, come on here, baby.
Yeah,
the combat is ready for you too. You know what I'm saying, dog? Here we go. See?
That nigga waste of time.
No, they not. They not. I know you feel like they're wasting time. I know.
Look,
But it's election time, and we do 2 podcasts. We go in depth in one, and we beat the shit out of them in another one. We just beat their asses in Friday night. Beat asses. You know what I'm saying?
that's cool, but
Go ahead.
What is he saying? You want us to carry black people who fucked up not going to happen? Your facts are misleading. What are you?
My fact.
Your facts. What is your facts?
never get the plain facts.
You say anything where you're not even giving us anything.
He's not even respond. Exactly. There's no rebuttal. There's no. What's that called? There's no rebuttal. It's like, what do you mean? There's no facts. $700 million to HBCUs. Okay, what part of that was what do we mean? What we debating about? What? $26.6 million for poor kids for their food. I mean, what are we missing? Housing for black communities. These are facts.
Look.
What part are you disputing? I'm lost. Now, if you say, okay, I don't like that program because of ABC, okay, then we can debate. But now you're just talking like these programs don't exist. That's not good. That's not even a conversation. It's like 25 motherfucking programs directly towards black culture in this motherfucking administration, bruh. And for you to just act like that never happened as a black man, that's the problem you need to look in the mirror about. Period.
I agree with that.
It's like, what the fuck?
The problem is the mirror is already broken. It's already distorted. They're already blind.
Hey.
All they hear is
That mirror broke.
Nah, you got cancer, that I'm not dead no more.
not there. They look at the downside. They don't look at the mirrors down there. I don't hear a sound.
Yeah.
Voice. That's all.
Perfect. What you tell me?
I've been told you. That's why I told you I had to leave it at 10.
I said I'm about to hit the joint. You should have said, give me the address.
No, hit that joint. Don't worry about
Go ahead.
that.
What'd you say?
Look. Go ahead.
I was saying that all this stuff is just totally just. I don't understand none of where they coming from with anything they saying. Like,
I can tell you.
notice you haven't heard nothing about the border since the bill got signed.
No.
So what do Trump have now? Border is good now. Bill got signed.
Look.
I guess you don't like Johnson. Unless you don't like Mike Johnson either, real. I guess you're a Marjorie Taylor Greene girl.
Oh my God.
You're a Marjorie girl.
Taylor Greene though,
Look,
bro.
that nigga Rail got up this morning. He emailed Trump's press secretary, and she emailed him back a bunch of talking points, and he sit here and typed all that shit out tonight. That's what happened.
Yeah, because then he can't even break nothing. Define what you saying right here. You want us to carry out black people who fucked up and not. What do you mean? Elaborate on that. Just elaborate on that. Don't just elaborate on that. That way we can understand. Because you just
I don't even know the goddamn address by heart.
Understand what you're saying because I'm lost.
Well, you say you be a Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I believe that when I see it.
The hell? That nigga wild for that one too. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say
That's motherfucking Jerry trick though.
anytime it make Godfather shake his head, I know it's some wild shit. That's what I mean. It's like it's silliness, bro.
You know what? You right.
But I do feel like we have to combat it. I know No More Soul Brother feel like it's a waste of time, but I don't. I feel like during the motherfucking presidential race, this is real important to combat this bullshit, bro.
No, you didn't.
Bullshit, bro.
No, you didn't.
It's a lot of
No, you didn't. And don't you,
brother.
nigga, you ain't, nigga, my motherfucker, hey, my background and my record, I got paperwork, bro. You ain't did half the shit. And
No, he
ain't
said,
been half the
he
fucking
said you
places
don't
out
have
there.
to be in the street to know.
No,
Wait,
I
what?
hung around
Okay,
all
hold
the
on.
same spots you did,
Hold on.
seen a lot
Okay.
of dirt more than
I see what he's saying. I know what he's saying. I'm
You know
about to
you
bring my
have.
little brother up though.
No,
I see
you
what he's
have.
talking about. I know what he's talking about. Now I explain this to people where the same house where you gonna have somebody selling drugs and it's another person in the same house that stays away from that whole thing.
Nigga, seeing and doing is two different things.
My little brother was in the same atmosphere, same streets and everything. Never touched none of that. Yes or no? This is my little brother for anybody don't know in the audience. I forgot to tell everybody. But this Godfather, my little brother. Yes or no? You was basically like real. You ain't do none of that. Yes or no?
I was in the street. I had to be in the street a different way because you was in the street.
Exactly. You weren't actually in the streets doing anything, but you was there seeing it. You was witnessing everything. It wasn't like the streets was happening and your eyes was closed.
I mean, your uncle was a kingpin. Like,
That's what I'm trying to tell these people. We ain't coming from shit just making up shit, bruh. We talking about kingpins and drug lords, bruh. Real shit. Real shit, bruh.
I get what he's
I
saying.
know I wasn't shit. I just flipped a key or two. But these are real people in my family, you know, fuck wrong with y'all.
I see. I know what he's trying to say.
He
But
ain't
let me
making no
say
sense
this.
though. What you can
Let
make
me,
sense
let,
of?
let me explain something to
know?
you. Let me explain something to you. Seeing and doing is two different things. I've been seeing a lot of shit.
I'm gonna make sure that
But I
Rails
done a lot
and
of
Rail
shit.
come on the same night.
Nigga, you wasn't popping that pistol.
He said you was Lando born and bred. Hey, wait a minute. It was a
Like,
point in
I'm
time
Lando
when Lando
born
was
and
baby DC, bro.
Nigga, Palm
25 hours store was a problem.
Nigga, you could not make it. You
Y'all
could not
tripping.
make it 5 minutes in my hood. You couldn't make it 5 minutes around my little brother.
25 hour store was an issue. So
Nigga,
it was baby
I
Southeast for real.
don't even want to pull your car. Bro. I don't want to pull your car on air. But nigga, you ain't built like that.
But Rail
You
saying,
ain't
I think he's
built for
saying
it.
he was Lando born and bred. I think he's saying he
Shit,
was.
well, shit. I like to see that.
But again,
But still,
we're not gonna argue with that.
two
We
different
understand
things.
you was
Because-
there, but you're not reflecting that what you saying out your mouth, though, Rail. That's the only thing.
Look.
The shit you typing is not reflecting. Shorty was there too. He didn't engage in the shit just like you did.
Look,
But he was there. It ain't like he witnessed
This
all
is
these
one
people
thing.
cooking coke and selling coke around him. Like, what the fuck?
it's one thing to be there and it's one thing to see. But when you come out of that with the scars, we're not talking about what we fucking saw. We got
No,
scars.
my brother kept me on the straight. I just explained that.
We got scars, dude.
Like,
we
what
got,
the fuck?
We got medals.
I never saw it in my
That's
life.
different.
I just had it. My brother was in the street one way. I had to navigate my way through the streets another way. I didn't steal another daggone thing. I don't went to high school.
And you know what?
Thank you.
And you know what? You
I did
proved,
my thing, like, but
You got making sense.
you proving a point that. Oh,
Go ahead.
you proving a point that I try to tell these youngins today. All these youngins today think that you got to be out there doing dumb shit, and that's just your lot in life. It's a different. It's different strokes for different folks. Everybody's not built to be out there like that. Some people are built different. Some people are wired different. You was wired different. You was built different and went in a different direction. There's nothing wrong with that. Like these youngins today, they think something's wrong with that. Wasn't nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Because everybody not built like that. But what I'm trying to tell him is, dude, you can say you're trying to compare apples and oranges. You can't compare apples and oranges. You can't come to me what you done fucking seen. I'm telling you what I did. What you seen and what I did is two different things. Because it takes a different kind of motherfucker to do than to see. Anybody can see. Anybody can see. But it takes a different type of motherfucker to do, to actually be out there and willing to and make an attempt. I ain't gonna go all the way with what I did to make an attempt to take another human being's life. It's another thing when a motherfucker I had a motherfucker put a motherfucking pump to my fucking head. Dude, you ain't never did no shit like that. I've been shot at.
You muted.
you ever
Come
get
on,
locked
brother.
in- locked
I
in-
watched one of my best friends One of my best friends, his brother died in my arms in the fucking middle of the street. Don't tell me what the fuck you seen.
Hey, bro. That's
You
why.
can tell me what the
when
fuck
they
you
be like,
seen,
we
brother.
be emotional, bro. It's just like, bro, y'all some simple. I don't think nobody from
You know how many
from the
motherfuckers
ghetto
I
has
seen
been on the
shot?
internet, bro.
I just see motherfuckers shot. I just see motherfuckers stabbed. Nigga, I just got out of fucking joint, out the joint for stabbing 2 people. What the fuck are you talking about? What you seen? What you seen? You ain't seen shit. Nigga, try doing. Try doing. If you was doing, that nigga wouldn't have beat the shit out you at Smithfield over that bitch. If you was doing.
Go ahead.
Come on. Well, what the fuck you did? What you seen? Nigga, I got brother.
No, that's what I'm point. You got skins on the wall. You can't just be throwing shit at people like that, bro. It's like you can't do it. Like we got stories to tell for real. We literally Black history. Be honest with you, we got stories to tell, bro. We've been there. And then on top of that is, like he just said, we got so many different stories to tell. And on top of that, you cannot tell me that
Right.
my little brother is the same house that I grew up in.
Come on,
The
bro.
point is,
What the fuck did you think you
he
playing
ain't
with?
neglecting what he saw and what he witnessed and what he been through. You neglecting all that and forgetting about it and act like it don't happen. And that's why we doing this podcast, to express our feelings. And yes, it's feelings and it's emotional because this is our lives. This is our families. This is what gay. My daughter's gay, right? I got my son's mother is from another country. So I got skins on the wall all types of ways from motherfuckers who run in my country. It's just that simple. Well, I want motherfuckers to discriminate against my gay daughter, discriminate against me because I'm fucking black, or cops shooting down my fucking child. Yes, I'm emotional, my niggas. And I ain't got time for the bullshit.
I seen
Go ahead. Before we get out of here.
young boys, 27, 20, and a 19-year-old. You think every day I don't think about
Exactly.
if they gonna come home? Like,
White people don't have that issue. They send their kids to the park. They ain't think about a nigga getting shot. I be scared as fuck every day at 3 o'clock, waiting for my son to fucking call me and say he leaving out of school, bro. Y'all don't know how that feeling is, bro. That's some wild ass feeling of, oh shit, is he? Okay.
Nigga, few
Call me,
months ago,
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like 312, 315, he in the house. I'm good. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's like you don't know what's gonna happen with your child out this bitch. Literally, as a black man. This is the life we live in, and that's why it's emotional in this podcast. I don't know if any more podcasts out there that motherfuckers from the hood. Obviously, it's not, because you don't see this emotion and you don't see these facts.
Not on this subject.
and especially for my point, I got like my brother said earlier. My kids are Hispanic. You know, my daughter, you know, she looks completely Hispanic. Like, so, you know, my kids are totally mixed. You know, so
That day,
I have a lot.
there's a lot going on here.
A lot.
That- One party is against a lot of this. There's a lot of this list of shit that's in my family. That means that motherfucker's right there is a real enemy to this shit here. It's real simple. You know what I'm saying?
Well, anytime he could say my wife, luckily she got her citizenship, but anytime he she gotta go back. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
her
shit's
brother gotta go back. Luckily they got citizenship still, but still, at any given time they could have said
exactly. When you got redneck orange motherfuckers run shit, and people like Rail supporting him, or very least calling in the bullshit he say.
Look, this is the long and the short of it. To me, that is. A lot of people, I say on that side, because they're not diversified as the Dems are. And you can say what you want, but that's a fact. That's a fact. You motherfuckers need to know what empathy means. Empathy means putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and knowing or feeling what they feel. You don't have that from a motherfucker like Donald Trump, because he can't feel what I feel. It's a lot of people like you, Rail, and you, Reels, and all these other motherfuckers. You can't feel what I feel. You know why? You never had to bury a brother at 20. You never had to bury a nephew at fucking 18. You never seen 13, 14, and 15-year-old shot. I just sit there and motherfucking in January, this past January, on a snow day, my nephews and my nieces out there shoveling snow, making money. Niggas out there doing dumb shit. And you know what? My nephew ended up shot in the fucking head. He's still in the fucking hospital. You don't know shit like that. You haven't seen shit. You haven't felt shit like that. You hadn't felt a motherfucker. You hadn't felt it when you walking out the motherfucking house and you don't know if a motherfucker laying on you around the corner to take your life. I've been through that. Come on, bruh. I've seen a lot of things. I know motherfuckers that seen a lot of things.
Okay, yeah.
But it's a big thing between when motherfuckers, like he said, got skin in the game. You got motherfucking, you got feelings. When you got PTSD.
Oh, I definitely got that.
Know it.
I definitely got that.
Even fucking know it. When something happened and them old wounds, them old mental wounds just can't come up. You don't know. Don't have a 9 put to your head. I done had so many fucking guns put to my fucking head. I've been shot at. I done seen motherfuckers lose their life.
Oh.
I ain't nobody told me. I was there when it happened.
I don't understand that.
Oh no.
Come on.
But I'm gonna take a week.
Come on.
Go ahead, before we get out, we're gonna close up. Go ahead and say what you gotta say. What?
I've been through.
I didn't understand this message.
I understand. The guy he's talking about this. Not making sense to me either. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I've been to actual war. Like I've been to actual war. I've been to a different country.
You were weak.
I've seen bombs fire. I almost died twice in
You ain't
Iraq.
saw too much. Nigga, you was a bitch.
I almost died twice in Iraq.
How about what you was doing?
When I come home, I feel
Your
like
ass with that fucking job. Dude, come on.
every single day that I did when I was in Iraq. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Every day. Every day I try to keep my workplace safe. Every day from violence. I keep it safe. No negativity is allowed when you walk my door. If you do, you gotta leave. I don't care if you're a customer or not. Because we don't do nothing to nobody. So I feel like every day is a struggle where I work at. See where I work at. I work right in the middle of the hood. Like the middle, straight smack in the hood. Okay? But every day I make sure that, we stay safe every day. And it's hard because it's right across the street from me. Just last week, somebody got shot at the Safeway.
Oh yeah. One thing we need to start doing anyway. I'm mad that we stopped doing it was bringing up the murders that's in our hoods every day. We keep forgetting that, but we need to start bringing those joints up.
Spend less time arguing with idiots.
I mean, every day I worry if my employees gonna come to work. My employees
Yeah.
rather. My employees
You know what I'm
rather
saying, man? That shit be throwing me off with motherfuckers. I don't know. We take this more serious than the motherfuckers else. Put it like that. So, but it's definitely open for MAGAs and Black Republicans to come on this podcast at any time. You know what I'm saying, dog? Because on Fridays it's just open mic night where we just feed and just knock down all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying, dog? On Friday night fights. You know what I'm saying, dog? And then remember, on Friday nights, anybody watching, anybody in the world can come up here if you disagree with us at any time. Period. One thing about us, they are facts. So if you just come with your feelings, that's where you're gonna be. You're having your problem at.
I don't know. He real need to come on the show because when he's texting, when he's typing, don't even be making any sense. Like I don't be nobody.
Trust me, me and Rail used to go at for hours. Podcast started because we did motherfucker 6 hours one podcast going over 94 crime bill. 6 hour podcast, bro.
And he still ain't.
A 6 hour podcast was born and birthed this podcast and shit.
Look.
Now he won't come on this joint, and so we can get into combat. That's why this joint was born. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But he said be here Tuesday. I'm gonna make sure MAGA Man be here Tuesday. I'm gonna try to get the old police officer on this joint Tuesday. We want the combat.
I don't know how they're gonna win this one.
I want combat. And if y'all out there listening right now, we want the Black MAGAs on here ASAP. We want combat, bro. We had 3 on here, they ran. We don't want no more running now. Stay on the podcast so we can talk. They almost ran, show. Yo, ran off the podcast.
Hey, well, first of all, I never said I was special because I hold a motherfucking pistol, and I wasn't about that anyway. I did what I had to motherfucking do. But I wasn't no motherfucking punk, wasn't no motherfucking bitch, and wasn't no nigga gonna bitch me either. See, You won't talk your shit about ain't special. I done seen you get bitched several times.
We gonna
Since you wanna pull a
motherfucking
card. I done seen niggas whoop your ass several times. So, dude, don't sit there and play with me. You ain't got no motherfucking respect. You was a fucking punk. Dude, it ain't about being special because you did this and this. It's about how shit was and what you had to do at that certain time. And in certain time, it was fucked up out here. And you want to know why? Because the people that you are sitting here praising tonight, the people that put the system in place that you are praising tonight, they are the reasons that the streets was fucked up, and we ended up doing some of the things that we was doing. It wasn't the streets wasn't always like that.
All right, hold on.
It became like that, and you had to do what you had to do.
But yeah, that's the problem me and you have is when they skip over what build up to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, and then another thing, we wanted the pure debate. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get personal and stuff, right? But we do want motherfucker that hardcore debate. Go ahead before we get out here.
Nigga.
No one soul, brother.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
hey, go ahead, man.
This dude, primary for some people. Like, I was telling my kids that we going out to go vote before the 9th.
oh yeah, I'm gonna try. We might do a podcast somewhere with some magazines, man.
Everybody, please go register somewhere in your community. Start your primary. I'll tell you now. Look at these judges that y'all putting up on these ballots.
Oh yeah,
y'all judges. These judges.
Yeah, we gotta think about that because if Trump becomes president one more time, this time he got a chance to put 3 more justices on it. You thought Roe v. Wade was a problem?
Hey, shit.
What the fuck?
You think that
Come on, man, we gotta wake up, real.
You think that 18th abortion law was?
Come on, man, we gotta wake up. When we had this debate, we're gonna go fact by facts. We need facts, bruh. We're gonna debate this thing. We're gonna get these facts. Now, personally, I have feelings involved in this, right? I'm emotional about this. You already know that, real. You know what I'm saying? But I do not debate without getting personal. So you ain't gotta worry about that. But need you on here. We're gonna get rails on here. We're gonna get everybody on here that agree with you too. So it won't be just one-on-one.
Nigga.
We want a team against a team. If you can get 6 more people to think like you, we want 10 of y'all on this motherfucker.
Look,
this is our whole goal: is our black culture to be informed, to know the facts, period, about politics and what's infecting their lives, bro. And I want what's best for my culture. That's the reason why this podcast exists, period. You know what I'm saying?
And see, bro, let me tell you something. It ain't about your judgment being clouded or whatever. Look, if me personally, if my judgment was clouded, I wouldn't spend time trying to keep other youngins from making the mistakes I made. I own up to my mistakes. I don't got no motherfucking problem with that. You know? That's part of growing up and a part of being a man. You own up to your motherfucking mistakes. If you made them, you made them. Fuck, if you learn from them, you use that to help somebody else.
We ain't never get off this train. Forget that message.
You's a bitch, and I know you's a bitch.
Hey,
you's a bitch. Hey, look, if you think I'm a motherfucking bitch, you know you can come in this motherfucking door.
Hey,
I'll show you how much a bitch I am.
No, it
nigga,
said
you's a bitch.
What did he say? You acting like I don't know.
You acting like a bitch. Yeah, you acting like a bitch when that motherfucker.
I don't know if that means be emotional. I don't know what's happening with that one.
Cuz, nigga, you think you gonna say little slick shit out your motherfucking mouth? Nigga, man, you don't come on the podcast. Don't come.
But the thing is, real no, me and him got into way heated more debates than whatever we was doing tonight. Period. And
I don't think your guy can handle.
We always been through this. This ain't you gonna mean. You talking about me, Can? I know you ain't talking about me. We invite. Bro, we had number one. We got a nigga that walk around with a red hat come on this motherfucker. We eat his ass. Like, what's wrong with you? You scared to put the hat on, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? You want to talk to talking points, but don't put the hat on and shit. That's even worse.
Like a sorry girl when they come on the show.
But yeah, I can handle it. But yeah, come on. Find somebody find all the people that think like that. I got one more person too. We're gonna bring all y'all on Tuesday. Tuesday is usually Friday nights is our fight nights. We're gonna make it Tuesday.
Fuck wild ass nigga.
You don't want to wait till Friday?
Tuesday.
We can do it
Tuesday.
We'll bring everybody on this joint. In fact, we don't even need nobody. We can bring Godfather on this joint or Jay That's all we gonna need. We want 10, 11, 12. We're gonna put all y'all on the screen. MAGAs and black Republicans to meet us Tuesday night at 9 o'clock.
And we can talk about it.
That's it. Well, you should be the captain, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That.
Yeah. Be the captain. Be the captain of your crew. Nigga.
Let's get it.
On, man. I got to get it.
Real know I love the combat, boy.
Almost an hour
You know what I'm saying? Real know me. Real know I know that combat. I love the combat, bro. You know it.
I'm almost a goddamn hour.
But I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, man. We usually don't even go 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? We went 2 hours tonight. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We love the debate. You know what I'm saying? We love talking black culture. We had a lot of topics to get into tonight. We ain't even touched none of them, but that's cool. This is not the night for the topics. Tuesday night and Friday nights we fight.
Hey, fight night. I tell you what. I'm gonna put this out there.
Fight nights, baby.
Tuesday night. If I'm a chump, don't come on the motherfucking over the internet. Bring your fat ass up here, and I show you how much a chump I am. I will fuck you up, sucker. That's what I'm telling you. Plain and simple. See, that's real. And you got it on tape. I will fuck you slam up. Godfather. Come and chump me, nigga.
Godfather. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Hey, that's what
come to the pit. I will beat
the podcast pit. For anybody don't know what that is. Hey, but appreciate everybody. Hey, dog. Hey, we got a guy here, Godfather. You got something to say? You know, I can go for 7 hours. I don't give a fuck.
You ready? Get out and vote, y'all. When y'all look at these bodies, look at these people's names. Look them up. Go to search them on the internet. Look who they are. Look what they've done. Anybody talk about borders and Trump? Automatically don't even put their name on cross their name off the bottom. Don't even think about their name. That's automatically death to black people.
Appreciate everybody, man, to tune in to us, to be subscribing. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Anybody to tune in tonight, this is part of the black debate. Literally, is somebody that agrees with real. Most people agree with us, and we need that debate. That's why we here. But we need those people to come on here though and have that debate. We don't need them to be hiding where y'all don't see their faces, where you don't hear their voices and nothing like that. It's like, bruh, let's debate this thing. We do give the Black MAGA credit. He do come on his joint with the red hat and all that shit. But the next time I'm gonna torch his ass. I got something wait for him next time. He ain't gonna never want to come back. Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna bring him on with Rail. Maybe they can team up together or something.
I need to cut that shit out.
Oh yeah.
That being an internet gangster, that shit don't impress me.
Appreciate y'all. You done, short? My bad.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, all right, go ahead. Appreciate y'all do a whole lot, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for sure. Right. HVP Hoodviewpolitics for sure. You know what I'm saying, dog? Deep detailed dive into politics. This podcast was born off of debate. You know what I'm saying? A 6-hour podcast to be exact. Well, man, Jarrell, we went all and it gave the idea to launch this thing. And this here is for the black debate. Come on here and give it to us. You know what I'm saying, dog? That's all we want. It's the black debate. You know what I'm saying? So come on this joint on the screen, whatever y'all want to do. Put some shit up in the background, whatever y'all want to do. In your living room, bathroom, I don't give a fuck. Come on. I get Godfather on here, but we do need y'all to come with facts. We want to debate. No, be serious for a minute. We want y'all to debate the facts, bro. That's all we want at the end. Facts given out to our black culture. That's it. All that misleading y'all doing, this is no spin zone. You know what I'm saying? Until the next time, I'm Rabbit Jones for sure. Appreciate you, Godfather, for stepping through, giving your point of view. You know what I'm saying, dog? And shouts out to Rail. Shouts out to everybody that left a message tonight. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know how much we appreciate y'all, bro. We just some motherfuckers out the hood trying to make a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying, dog? Hood mics, hood table, hood cameras, hood niggas. That's all we getting here. But
Certified.
check those facts, though. We right about those. You know what I'm saying?
Certified.
Shouts out to Joe Biden. What's his middle name? You know how to say his middle name. Shit. That one. For doing so much for our black culture. Debate me, goddammit. Meet me Tuesday for anybody disagree.
Even so, some people don't want to get credit for what they do. That's my only motherfucking
I'm a
question.
Biden fan now, bro. I'm ready for this debate.
God damn it, I don't overwin a whole hour.
I'm ready for the debate. Appreciate y'all, though. I'm out.
Good thing it's motherfucking Friday night.
Friday night
Friday night.
fights for show. Real.
Bring your ass up here.
Bring it on, baby. I'm gonna have the red hats on with you too, so you won't be lonely.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood.